Hello and welcome to the internet. I'm the internet man. Starting up my Xbox that I have. Dino Crisis 3. Is this the Jason X of Dino Crisis? Yes, because they didn't make any after this one. Oh, 2548.
Come in, Ozymandias, do you copy?
Mother, do we have a response?
Negative. I have attempted contact with the Ozymandias on all frequencies. There has been no response to the calls.
Captain, it's almost in our sight.
What if Event Horizon, but with dinosaurs instead of demons? Huh?
Hi.
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the Tower of Dubious Horror Games.
This looks cool. What is this?
Yeah, this is a cool video game. It's an original Xbox exclusive called Dino Crisis 3.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Shuttle reporting.
How could it not be? It has
Yeah.
dinosaurs and space, and there's a crisis.
All right.
Yeah.
Initiate detach sequencer.
Let's do it, partner.
Counting down to module separation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Separation complete.
And Lionheart says it has time travel.
Uh-huh.
And apparently mentioning something else is not a good time.
And what if I had time travel in Regina? Yeah. Sure. I mean, if there was a sassy red-haired woman and also
Even
inexplicable
better.
time bubbles, that'd be
I
pretty
can't
good.
see how this could possibly be bad.
But, I mean, this game has a sassy red-haired woman.
Big mama.
There's no way anyone's alive in there. I mean, that's an intergalactic emigrant
Okay.
craft from 300 years ago.
So, you're saying it's some kind of ghost ship? But it's headed straight for Earth. Someone must be navigating.
Ghost ship. Is this Event Horizon?
Wait, what's she doing? Ah!
Retreat. Saber. Acknowledge.
Oh no!
Ready for impact. Evasive maneuver.
So this was not made internally at Capcom, also. This was made by a studio called Hitmaker. This was their first game.
How the hell are we supposed to go home now?
What was their second?
Most of the games they are known for are shitty, JRPGs for, like, the DS that I've never heard of. And apparently their last game, which was like an Xbox Live or PS3 network game, was bad enough that it took them out of business. So I'm very excited for Dino Crisis 3, the third Dino Crisis. The first Dino Crisis is Resident Evil, but we have polygons and velociraptors. The second Dino Crisis is secretly the prototype for Resident Evil 4's Mercenaries mode.
Sonia!
And this is in space.
You okay?
Melkin says this was internal.
Oh.
Man, I guess there were survivors on this ship.
That's not what the Giant Bomb Wiki told me, you liar.
But why would she attack us? We're not enemies.
Maybe it was a co-production. Uh-huh. Oh.
Wikipedia
Wikipedia.
says this is Capcom Production Studio 4.
Uh-huh, alright. Oh, no.
The blur.
Uh-huh, you're gonna give me fast movement. No, Hitmaker and Hitmaker 2 words are two separate studios, Relkin. Alright. So we do have fixed camera angles, sort of.
Activating power supply.
It's real 3D controls. They are not tank controls, but the camera is not movable.
Here's a weird question. I wonder how much this control scheme has to do with PNO3.
Oh god. I could play that at some point, huh?
McCoy! Are you okay? Where is everyone else?
They're dead! They're all dead!
Take it easy.
Looks like the air is safe in here. It's all right.
Good.
Good.
It takes at least 7 days before we can expect a rescue. That's after we're declared overdue. So we better secure the ship and search for any survivors.
Huh?
Oh well, looks like he's
What
dead.
is this?
Look at this T-Rex. Oh god! This weird.
I thought this was supposed to be a Dubious game, right?
Yeah. This biohazardous T-Rex.
Sonia!
I'm okay.
Claire!
It must sense something.
Weird biohazard looking. Oh God. Being devoured by the dino worms. Yeah, just
Obviously, the correct thing to do is stand there and stare at it.
yeah.
What are these things?
And run backwards.
Okay. Okay, there's a sort of counter. And I have a charged power blast that I have to manually aim.
Fixed camera angle.
What is this?
What a shitty jump to make in a fixed camera.
Listen, I love dashes. You know this about me.
You like Bloodborne? Clearly any game with a sideways dash is a good game.
Oh. We did it.
Congratulations.
Exoprimal, yes.
Come on, this way.
At least this game mostly still looks good.
It is running at let's say, double of internal resolution.
Yeah, I know it's not running at 640 by 480, but...
Yeah. Oh no, it's a hammerhead raptor. Why do all the monsters in this game look fucking dumbass? Security pass level 1 required. Yeah, so, you know, you'd say most of the original Xbox exclusives you want are back compatible or have been re-released in some way. This is not one of them. A gun blast might break this.
Is this running on a an emulator, I assume.
Yeah? No, this is on the original Xbox I have. No, this is on an emulator.
I didn't know Xbox simulation had gotten this good.
Yeah, Xemu, XEMU. I downloaded the most recent version of...
How hard was this to get going?
Not at all.
Is there any evidence that this was not a fixed camera angle game at any point in development?
Yeah, you'd think, boy, this game sure would make more sense if it was, let's say, behind the back, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I'm dead.
Emulation of an original Xbox isn't necessarily simple. It was significantly more powerful than either of the other two consoles at the time.
It was using a Pentium 3. Like an actual Pentium 3. Oh no.
What? What are you looking for?
Subtitles.
Oh. Non-standard in the early 2000s, as it turns out.
Okay. The back button. Gun. His name is Patrick.
You have a problem with protagonist named Patrick?
I mean, he does look like the protagonist of every Japanese action game in the mid-2000s. A limit breaker, huh? Heavy Vulcan. I just think Patrick is a funny name. Because I think of Klepek. Nah, the original Xbox is actually... The actual thing is that the PS2 is underpowered compared to its two... the two other consoles of that time.
Yeah, the GameCube was more powerful than the PS2, but, like... The Xbox was running on, like, a 733 megahertz processor. And the rest of them, the other two, were a fraction of that. Let me look up the technical specifications of the GameCube. Yeah, GameCube had a 486 megahertz processor, and the Xbox is 733, which is that's quite a few more megahertz.
But yeah, because most games are based on PS2, that's something you only really see when you're playing like Splinter Cell or Halo. You ever hear about this game? It's called Halo.
Tell me about this Halo game.
Alright, so you're a guy. His name is Mr. Chief. There, that's it. Oh, my brother's.
Yeah. The Xbox, it looks like, had a separate GPU from the processor, and that GPU was 233 megahertz, which also significant.
I will talk to him later.
Anyway, yeah, the original Xbox is a pretty cool machine. It just did not ever actually make a profit.
God damn it! Hey, what's up? I'll mute. Anyway, surely this game's continue system will not lead to any sort of
Issues later on the line. Do you have a limited ammo? It doesn't look like it.
I have unlimited ammo with this gun, at least.
Yeah, OG Xbox on the market, yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, as soon as the 360 came out, they dropped that thing like a rock.
Well, they made sure that all the important games were backwards compatible.
Day 1, which is to say Halo 2.
Halo 1 and 2, and there were a handful of the things that they thought... I'm not going to say they thought important, I'm going to say that were easy enough to emulate.
Alright, this time, grab it and go to the door. Hello. I'm here to shoot dinos and I have a crisis and I'm all out of crises. That's the crisis. The crisis that you're all out of is that the dinosaurs need to be shot. Acquired Tempest units. Acquired file. Wasp units are high-performance personal security units. Uh-huh. This particular wasp can be... Okay.
Is a word?
Yeah, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Yes, the plural of crisis is crises. It's just crises. WWK, I would say that the 360 came to market a little overcooked, actually. Basically, consoles suck. I wouldn't say the 360 and PS3 sucked. Like, power-wise? They could do real HD, it's just that, A, 720p was considered real HD in 2005. And B, you could also just take that power that you would use to push those pixels and instead put them towards a better looking game.
I mean, that's how you get the PS3 games of the late PS3 era, which are trying to do 1080.
Basically running at like 540 by something.
Yeah. God damn it!
Were you expecting this game to be hard?
I was not expecting to have the general durability of a limp noodle in my game where I am a highly mobile dinosaur animation man.
I mean, again, most TVs at the time were 720p.
720.
Like, if you'll remember, the Xbox 360, the original launch 360, did not have an HDMI port.
What is my backup game? What are you talking about? Are you implying that perhaps I might have a backup game?
Are you telling me that this is not a perfectly good game?
I'm saying that perhaps there are parts of this game that may... if you think I'm going to go through the trouble of getting original Xbox emulation to work and not play through at least a significant chunk of this game...
Did anybody have an HD DVD player that's in here?
I know ZP did.
Of
course he did.
More masters over here saying HD DVD for live.
Is Grabbed by the Ghoulies eligible for this feature? Yes.
The PS3 version of Zombie U, Lionheart, or the Wii U version?
Well, I have a Wii U. I think I own Zombie U though. But that can easily change.
How much is a copy of Zombie U these days?
Hey, guess what? Most Wii U games not expensive.
I bet Wii U games will be absurdly
Except
expensive.
Xenoblade X. I bet Xenoblade X is expensive now.
I bet most Wii U games will be expensive in about 15 to 20 years when people look back on it with rose-tinted glasses.
Oh, right. That's the thing with this game. That's another thing with this game. I mean, I have rare replay, and I hate myself. So, yeah, we can play Grabbed by the Ghoulies. So, hey, remember Dead Space?
Mm-hmm.
How, you know, sometimes you'd go through areas and the gravity would be all fucked up?
Occasionally.
What if now I had to go through levels, but now I'm on the ceiling? Or something.
I wouldn't say that using regular DVDs really gimped the 360 for the most part.
It did later.
Having to get up and change discs kind of sucked. Like, okay, let me roll that back. I was playing my 360 in my bedroom, and it was right next to me for most of the time when I was playing it.
Alright.
But most 360 games were still single disc games. I feel like the 360 and PS3 had roughly similar quality textures, all things considered. Because they both had bloom turned way up.
Okay, this is very, Dino Crisis 2.
I mean, if you do start running out of lifelines, you're on an emulator. Can you use save states?
What? Listen, I like a game that has a jet dash.
I mean, that's very good. What if you didn't have to deal with it in
But what if I didn't have to deal with this control scheme? Or this camera angle with this control scheme?
But Braden, you like fixed camera angle games.
That's right, Chris Zombie Pyrodactid, I do. But fixed camera angles are meant for certain types of games. Alright, is there nothing? Okay, I do have to go back the way I came.
I wonder if the floor is supposed to be this reflective or if that's an emulator.
Oh, that 100% seems like something that is probably at least a little broken. But also, it's an original Xbox game, so who knows?
Have more Event Horizon but stories. Event Horizon but dinosaurs.
In case the run rate may well need some Power Blast. It's inverted.
Great.
Jump again.
Lionheart's asking me to like do Bree's final ball.
It's fine.
I mean, it is a better final boss than the Icon of Sin. Mostly because the Icon of Sin is a RNG boss, quite frankly.
Can't wait for that.
Are you gonna play Doom 2?
No. I've already played Doom 2. I don't know if you know this. Doom 2? Hell of a game. One might say, a great video game.
It is a great game. It's probably secretly a better game than Doom 1. Overall. The fact that you shoot Romero's head in Doom 2 is fun. I just don't think that boss is...
No, that boss is...
I think it legitimately was ultra violence a long time ago. Like, no look up and down or nothing. And I don't think I'll do that again.
Doom 64 is fine too.
I didn't like Doom 64 all that much. Like, it's good, but it's also very slow and there's not much.
You can tell they did not have,
did not have power worker.
Yeah, perhaps the N64's like relative weakness as a platform for Doom levels.
It holds up. It holds up better than any other 64 shooter. I need to look up if this is supposed to be a third-person shooter at some point, because this does not look okay at all.
What do you mean? You're saying that maybe this having a game that is as action-focused as this game seems to be, have a camera angle system that is this? Borgmaster with an important piece of advice. My advice is not to jump into the damage pit. Let's see. I don't know if a snapshot is their fun way of saying save state, or if it's an actual snapshot. We'll never know. Oh, probably worth mentioning, the main podcast, the main Deep Lists podcast, America's Greatest Hero, has decided to pick, Shadow the Hedgehog for their next game.
Great, I hope they have fun. They won't.
I am all of me. I am all of me. Yeah.
We don't need to do that.
Not a Crush 40 enthusiast, I understand.
No. Shadow the Hedgehog and third-person shooter. You don't really stray for anything that
It's Shadow the Hedgehog is what would happen if they tried to put in slightly more combat elements into a Sonic Adventure level, but also what if there was just no acceleration? What if instead of having any sort of acceleration, you just immediately went to max speed as Shadow the Hedgehog? Okay, what if Sonic became a werehog? I mean, listen, you've seen me play that. You know how that went. The Wii one was a lot better. And I still don't think it's great. Dinosaur Crisis game. You gotta fill up the combo bar. I mean, are all Resident Evil games secretly Metroidvanias?
So, going on a bit of a tangent here. The thing that defines a Metroidvania for me is that the items you get have to be useful and more than just a key. If you're just picking up a key or something that is essentially a key to open a door, then I don't really think that's in the same ballpark as a Metroidvania. Or it's in the same ballpark, but it's not quite the same thing. WWK is asking, can you turn down the game?
Oh, yeah.
I turned myself down a little bit because I thought I sounded a little hot in the stream, but...
I can now just directly access the Windows volume mixer from my little Stream Deck, which is the only practical thing I've been using it for. Other than, you know...
She's going there.
I was about to say, that's very practical. Does that panel over there not do anything, or?
That opened a thing over here on the other side of the boat. The boat ship. So I have to now go to the other side of this room. Oh, the horn. You know, important stuff. I mean, this game is like Burning Rangers. If you think about it. Or don't. I mean, this came out in an era where it made sense for a video game to look like DMC1.
I get the sense that some of this game's shininess is emulator weirdness. was about to ask, do you reckon this game ever moves beyond extremely metallic environments?
God damn it. DMC1 is not pre-rendered. Alright, I just need to not die. It's as easy as pie. That is to say, 3.141529 something something.
If you run the lives, you have to restart the game.
No, I haven't reloaded from my save. And I get the impression that save points in this game are infrequent. What kind? I know this game did not get good reviews, but I am moderately interested in the meta score.
The Metacritic was 50 when I was there. 51 when I was there.
51? Huh? In 2003?
Yeah, you're 51 and the user score is 3.1. So you're in for a good time.
Yeah. Oh. You're right. I will have to play Piano 3 at some point, huh?
I always just wondered if this camera system is anything like that game, because I seem to remember people complaining about the camera in it as well.
All I know about that game is that woman's ass.
I mean, yes. And also, everything seems to be, like, white in that game.
Yeah.
Piano 3. Like Mark.
Project number 03.
All Jill butt.
Oh, my Dino Crisis meter is full. I need to go back to the save point in order to cash in.
Oh wait, you gotta go back to the bonfire to level up?
Yeah, I gotta go back to the bonfire to level up. Alright, let's see if... well, no one bought Piano 3 for the GameCube.
We're all too busy playing, like, Metroid Prime. And, I don't know, Beautiful Joe.
Capcom 5. Everyone's favorite.
Of which, how many were good? Resident Evil 4?
Resident Evil 4. The only one that was... Yeah, so... Dead Phoenix was canceled. Resident Evil 4 and Killer 7 and Beautiful Joe were all ported to the PS3.
It was Piano 3, Beautiful Joe, Dead Phoenix, RE4, and Killer 7.
Yes. And
So
the only one that never got ported was Piano 3.
yeah,
Because it
Beautiful
was bad.
Joe, yeah, was also. I remember people liking Beautiful Joe a lot.
People, I'm sure that game's fine. People have a hard-on for Clover stuff.
This Wikipedia page does not list our remake as
It's not. It predates Capcom 5.
I'll be back in a minute.
I do like Vanquish and Wonderful 101. How did you know? I don't actually know how I feel about Wonderful 101. Other than I bought that game for 10. Like I fucking love Vanquish. I love Vanquish. But yeah, Wonderful 101, I own it on Wii U. I wonder if I can re-download it. Because my brother deleted it to play Breath of the Wild. Whereas, yeah, Vanquish is a good time. It turns out the secret is you should play Vanquish not like a behind-the-back third-person shooter, but like a character action game. It's good. No, given the part where, Kamiya is done with Platinum, and seems like he has, been pretty open about why, I wonder how that studio's gonna fare. You know, it's very much like, hey, I wasn't excited about the direction the company was taking, and I want to make stuff on my own again without having to manage, is more or less the TLDR. Obviously, there's more to it than that, but, you know. How do I get to the other side of this? Do I have to go all the way around and go to the hangar deck from the other side? That seems... Oh, there's a key item up there, though. Yes, Kamiya wants to just do the old games. He's like the Gersman. He loves old video games. And he's like, new one's gross.
Yeah, new video games are bad. Nothing good came after, like, 2009.
The last good video game was whatever this year's Call of Duty was.
2003's Call of Duty? Would be Call of Duty.
Yeah. The last good Call of Duty was Call of Duty.
Which Xbox UI, Lionheart?
I mean, I liked the Blades back in the day.
I also liked the
And
Blades
then
a
there
lot.
was the new Xbox experience where they added the not me's.
Yeah.
And that it was very much one of those things where you could
the
tell
360
that...
had. The 360 went through several UI iterations.
Yeah.
Avatars and Kinects would be the, I guess the new Xbox thing.
Yeah, that was the NXE.
But then soon after that, they changed to where everything was like a Windows 8 style UI.
Yeah.
And that was, there was so many ads, and it was really slow. And that was where I went to PC gaming.
I like how all these hallways look the same. And also, sometimes the camera angle just changes, and it's disorienting.
Which way were you going?
Which way was I going? Alright, now we're back at the hangar deck. Justin, can you look on speed runs to see how active the Dino Crisis 3 speedrunning community is?
Working on it.
I just want to know what the world record is for this game.
Probably like 22 minutes. I see 2 entries on the leaderboards.
Okay. Only 2, huh?
Let's go back to... Both are British and an hour and 22 minutes.
Okay. Thank you. We need to bring this back. Listen, people are too hot on Capcom right now. Capcom as a company has been too consistently good for too long. Wide shot units.
What's the worst game Capcom has released since RE7?
Resident Evil Biohazard? Like full-on big console release?
Yeah. Exo Primal is what people are saying.
Exo Primal
Okay,
is the obvious answer. As is every dumbass multiplayer thing they've tried to do with Resident Evil.
Oh. That's right. RE3 came with the multiplayer mode
Resistance.
that nobody played.
So Resistance was the cool one. That was the one that's like, oh, this is a neat idea. Is, you know, the asymmetrical one player is the dungeon master and everyone else has to escape, basically. Except the netcode was terrible and it was like imbalanced in a way that it was the kind of the worst game Capcom released, Resident Evil 6. Oh.
Boardmaster is saying Street Fighter 6, but I think he means Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter 5 predates Resident Evil Biohazard.
Predates 7.
Yeah.
So between 7 and now. Worst game.
But if you have never seen Reverse, the competitive Resident Evil game that was supposed to come with Village, but did not launch until a year later, that thing is baffling. And it's like, Capcom knows how to make competitive multiplayer games. That's the other weird thing.
They know how to make Monster Hunter. What competitive multiplayer games have they put out? SF6, right?
Yeah, you ever hear of this game called Street Fighter?
Other than a fighting game, which is a different thing than a shooter.
Am I crazy, or was there also like a Devil May Cry mobile game that just came out?
There might have been. I did not play Mega Man 11.
People like Mega Man 11.
Mega Man 11 is older than last year. I thought Mega Man 11 was...
No, Mega Man 11 was like 2019. I did it. I killed those dinosaurs. Or is it going to be one of those things where the revelation is they're not dinosaurs, they're just genetically engineered monsters? They're aliens that look like dinosaurs?
I bet they're aliens. I think Lionheart was talking about the DMC game that came out. The DMC mobile game you were mentioning.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's mostly just their multiplayer stuff, right? I don't feel like there's been a truly, bad big single player offering from them.
But also, have they done anything in a new franchise? Like, I feel like a lot of their stuff has been, like...
Oh, no.
Reinterpreting old ground.
I mean, where's the Dino Crisis reboot, huh? Oh, no, that Wizard game sold very well.
It always was going to.
Yeah.
Like, there is no world in which that game did not sell well.
I mean, the scale to which that game sold well is maybe proof that people being loud on the internet doesn't actually affect sales.
No.
I don't know if you know this, Starfield probably did just fine.
Yeah, I bet Starfield did well. There's some older guys in my office, like in their 40s and 50s, who fucking loved Starfield.
Yeah, they did.
Those people aren't going to get on the internet and bitch about games. They're going to just grind away at Starfield.
Well, I don't have the wasps I need to open that door. It's not that I'm against this navigation video game, it's that if this was behind the back, it would be a much easier game to control.
Also, spending a second on the damage. Spending a second on the damage floor seems inconsequential.
Yeah. Were people down on the last Ace Attorney game? No, people fucking love great Ace Attorney. Algol. Okay, DNA Prime Velociraptor. Research primarily. Uh-huh. Yeah, where's my RE Engine Dino Crisis remake? Boy, Dragon's Dogma is amazing. They let the Devil May Cry man. What today? My head's killing me. To top it off, I think I lost my security pass. Ouch. Actually, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Your head bothering you too? Yeah, all afternoon. That's about the time my head started throbbing.
I wonder if the dinosaurs are just people.
Okay.
Like just piles of corpses repurposed into monstrous dinosaurs for some reason.
The one for 8 is bad. I would say Sam Riegel. But consider this. The Separate Ways campaign in the 4 remake is amazing. Year 2248. Oh, this was 300 years ago. Uh-huh. We're buying health upgrade. It's fine, no one remembers Winter's expansion. But the DLC for 4 is good.
Anyway, so, like, Dragon's Dogma is a game I've tried to play several times. I feel like the first few hours of that game were boring. How long until it gets, like, pretty good?
When you get to Grand Soren and can get all the advanced jobs. And really start goofing around with the combat.
Can you walk on yellow floor now?
Yeah, because we did stuff with the power. Oh, do we get to go outside of the... ship at some point? That was... Oh, video game.
Did I say crane
Control room? Yep.
Great. Where this is going.
Yeah, so platforming is good, yeah. Dino Crisis. Oh, we got a cutscene.
Right. Let's mute my game and turn this one up.
Freeze! Patrick,
Captain,
you all right? Where are the others?
Sonia is safe, but
Sonia. Sonia, do you copy?
Sonia here.
What's your position? Over.
That is
Why had none of you just thought about calling each other?
The main bridge should be close by. We'll meet you there.
Those are some early 2000s ass sunglasses.
Oh yeah, no.
but it appears to be functioning normally. Tell me, Mother, are there any survivors on this ship?
Yeah.
Why did you attack the Saber? Where did those dinosaur monsters come from? Say something! Piece of rat!
They're pieces of a Saber. This is not good.
Oh, it's doing the anime laser thing. You know, this thing's pretty heavily armed for a colony ship.
Not too bad for an antique computer system.
Also, the debris would still be flying towards the ship.
Uh-huh.
Like that.
Sonya! Captain! We have a home breach!
Anyway, now I'm
You get to play as Sonya
now I'm the
now?
lady.
There should be a device that activates the emergency shutter on the outer wall! Find it fast!
Roger!
Roger. Ozymandias Outer Wall 1. Uh-oh. It's fine. Oh, cool. The upgrades are not shared between characters.
my day, you didn't need to worry about weirdos like Raiden playing these games, but actually they're just playing right now.
Dino Crisis 3.
Yeah, it's space and dinosaurs. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
A lot. The same thing that could go wrong if you went like, what if you made a video game, or not a video game, a movie set in space, but it had Jason Voorhees.
I don't know. People seem to like Jason X.
Oh yeah, if you're in the right mindset, Jason X is a great film.
Uh-huh. Access to the airlock requires an airlock permit.
You know, there's something about the, as someone who played Dino Crisis 1 and 2, looking at the chick in this, like the character you're controlling right now,
Yeah.
there was something about her design that reminded me of Piano 3.
You're not the first person to say this.
Yeah.
Although as to the environments and like character movement kind of reminded me of Piano 3.
Fuck off!
Look at that
video
booty.
game.
Yeah.
Also, the kind of like jetpack effect here is very, very much Piano 3.
Have you actually played Piano 3?
Yes. I was a GameCube kid. No, that game's terrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what. Why do you think I'm gonna play it at some point?
Yeah, character action game.
I mean, is it a character action game?
Kind of.
Pretty much.
I mean, you're a character action game.
If I could knock things in the air and then shoot them with two guns.
Oh, so you like the guns in Devil May Cry? Well, let me tell you about Devil May Cry 2.
I played that entire game on stream for charity. I am well aware. People donated enough money to obligate me to play both stories of that game.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a good Devil May Cry, you just play DMC.
Yeah, I played DMC 3. Yeah, I know.
What if you wanted to shoot Rupert Murdoch in the face?
It's not Rupert Murdoch, it's Bill O'Reilly.
That looks like Rupert
I
Murdoch.
feel like he's a stand-in for all of them to some degree.
I didn't go fast enough.
So you didn't Sonic?
Oh no! No! Oh no!
How's this control on an OG Xbox controller?
Oh no! Oh.
Yeah, Brayden, you could have bought one of those new USB
No!
Yeah.
this with.
Is Ninja Theory DMC on the upcoming wheel? No.
No, because it's
That
too
game's
good.
fine.
Yeah, Braden might not like that game, but that game's
I think that game's fine.
Yeah.
What,
Got-
DMC 2?
No,
No,
DMC Devil May Cry.
By Ninja Theory.
Like, conceptually, philosophically, I think there are parts of that game that are embarrassing. And also, I think that its existence was just, like, maybe the perfect poster child for Keiji Inafune being like, oh man, Western games are kicking our asses. Better just, you know, strip mine our Japanese development teams and
but
not make anything.
DMC's good. It's better than 3.
No, it isn't. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's better than 4.
I would play 4 over.
Nah. I think it's at least better than 4, because at least it doesn't make you go backwards on the same fucking levels.
It's fine. It doesn't involve a lady getting shot with a sniper rifle in her womb.
Oh, and yet the constant stripping women of their clothes in DMC 5 is totally morally and ethically acceptable.
That's just anime. Anyway, hello. Welcome to Dino Crisis, Gino.
I was gonna say, I don't remember that part of Dino
ZP
Crisis.
Is doing apologetics
Yeah, DMC is the best Devil May Cry.
He's wrong.
That's a brutal indictment if true.
It's the only Devil May Cry I have ever bothered to complete.
That's okay. So what you're saying is you don't actually have.
Games usually like 6 hours long.
The first Devil May Cry I actually played was 4, and I got really fucking boring doing the same levels twice.
You gotta get good at the game. You gotta engage with them systems.
I'll never
Hero is a
engage with this.
bitch ass.
Well, yeah, there are no cards. You know, why would you engage with the system involved cards?
You get it.
If I can't
See, this guy
break
gets
it within the first 5 minutes, what's even the point?
Hero and his goddamn, what is it, Sparta?
Devil Bringer?
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
bitch
it's good.
ass.
Yeah, his arm where he grabs you and slams you. Yeah, it's good.
What's with Johnny Young Bosch?
We love Johnny Young Bosch in this household. I will hear no ill words towards Mr. Green Ranger himself.
Wait, he's the Green Ranger?
In the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Absolutely.
I did not know that.
Also the voice of Adachi in Persona 4.
He's
because
I don't know.
the Stampede in Trigun. Maybe you've heard of it.
Okay, here's the thing. If it came out within the past 20 years and is an anime or video game from Japan, it probably has Johnny and Bosch in it.
Gino, are you watching Toradora dubbed or subbed?
Lelik V. Batania.
Okay, you're watching it subbed? Well, in the Ingyan dub, he's the voice of Glass's friend.
Okay.
There was a brief bit when he was the voice of Brock in Pokemon.
That's
but
right!
Not the first voice. He was the second or
I
third
just didn't
voice.
know he was the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
I knew he existed. I know his name. I just didn't know he
I
was
thought
the Green
Jason
Ranger,
David
for
Frank
the
was
record.
okay. He's this. Okay, I'm being told he was the Black Ranger. Listen. Here's
Really?
my '90s kid. You have to take away my '90s kid card because
He
I never
was,
watched Power Rangers.
Give me your '90s kid card and your badge.
Fuck. He was a Danganronpa character in 3. Goddamn. Hajime.
Yeah.
Kanata.
Yes, he's Hajime in 3.
Does me no pleasure, but I'm gonna need to take away your gun and your badge. So how'd the dinosaurs get into space?
They're weird genetically engineered.
He's still the voice of Dash in the Trigun Stampede, right? Like, they brought him back.
Yeah, they brought him back.
He's
for
around
Trigun
still.
Stampede.
It's just, I watched Vash Stampede, and I was not like one of those people who had an infinite amount of times. Like, I'm gonna rewatch the original and then go into Trigun Stampede. It's like, no, I'm just gonna watch the. I'm just gonna watch this new show.
That original one is only a 26-episode show.
Yeah, but that's still a commitment that I was just, nope, fuck that shit.
Also, I watched the original probably about a decade ago at this point. I didn't like the last half of that show much.
Oh, you didn't like the part where the plot twist happens? Because, boy, there are a lot of people who are apologists for the plot twist in Trigun. And in the grand scheme of things, it kind of works, but...
It's why Trigun Stampede just starts with it.
What is plot twist?
I genuinely don't want to talk about it because it is such a fundamental part of that show. So, nope. I am going to turn you down. I would just say
Juggernaut!
that Yasuhiro Naito, which he spelled Night Tao, his real name is an actual Japanese name, it's just beyond me. Him going from Trigun to Gungrave is, that was a thing.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
It made perfect sense, because, like, Gungrave is like, what if Trigun was even edgier?
Is Trigun edgy?
No.
Parts of it are.
Some of it is.
But
the way you said edgier implies it was edgy at some point.
Gungrave is super edgy.
I don't know anything about Gungrave.
You're good.
But no, Trigun's alright. It has a lot of good moments. But the last half of the show gets very serious.
I like it, but it's like there is a, let's say, a sizable contingent who will say they watch only the first half after they watch the entire series once.
What was that movie that came out a few years ago? Like Badlands something? Badlands Rumble?
Yeah, that was 2010 though.
Oh, that was more than a few years ago.
I have bad news. 2010 was 14 years ago. Mass Effect is old enough to be in middle school. Mass Effect 2 is old enough to be in middle school.
That movie is like 20 years prior to the events of the original show. So just keep that in mind when going into that movie. So they made Vash deliberately behave, and the look of him is meant to be younger.
Yeah.
Does he still stampede though?
I forget how long before the original series he did the thing that made him bash the stampede, which wasn't really his thing, but.
I don't know.
Listen, his brother Millions Knives.
What?
His brother's name is Millions Knives. You sound speechless at this one.
That's incredible.
You should watch the show.
Maybe anime is good again.
Gino.
Oh, I'm such a moron.
The new Trigun is also like, once again, it's Studio Orange, so it's actually good-looking CG anime.
3D anime. Studio Orange is the best at their craft.
Kids, people love them. Beastars, that Hoseki no Kuni. That's landed the lustrous for you, Gaijin.
I just feel like my problem with Beastars is it's just very horny.
Yeah, but it's more
your problem.
Their talent as animators.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I see what I have to do here.
I'm confused.
I had to shoot the bomb.
That seems like you would see that as a pro.
But
and
anyways,
not a con.
no, I mean, like with Trigun, like.
Well, it's good I bought a lifeline.
It's a. The way that show looks is it's one of the. It's a very 90s looking show, and that style of anime, late 90s, that's a fucking anime look that we're never gonna get back ever again.
Have you heard of Megalobox?
Yeah, they came back once and a couple of years ago.
And their idea was, what if we just down sampled all of this anime?
But no, yeah, I agree with ZP. Like, there is a height of everything being hand drawn that was reached in the 90s that we're not going to hit again.
Nope.
Because nothing is drawn that way anymore.
Except for Ghibli.
People want to get paid money now.
Also, digital paint is just so much easier.
Yes. Like, I am sure there are people in the
Adobe
animation
Photoshop and like. I remember I have an uncle who was trained to be a photographer, and he was trained on how to do it the old school way with an actual darkroom and like chemicals and like figuring out the pH and all that shit. Professionally trained an apprentice to actually know how to do that shit. And he said the first time I saw a digital camera and I saw Photoshop, I was like, fuck this shit, I'm never going back. And that's basically what the animation industry did. But apparently, like, that is like
unless
how
you're
everyone
Hayao
responded
Miyazaki.
to. That's how even Hayao
But
Miyazaki.
they still
uses layers.
use computers and drawing tablets.
They
Yeah.
absolutely still.
I'm talking about
like ink and pen.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Okay.
actual
Yeah.
frames,
Yeah. No one's
like
doing that
actual
anymore.
cells. No one's doing cells. The last American television show that used actual animation cells was Ed, Ed and Eddie. I remember when they announced that when the show would end, they would be the last actually televised program that used real animation cells, and I said, even we're gonna switch to digital paint. Fuck this.
If I'm not mistaken, there was an animated movie called Redline? Was that?
Yeah.
I seem to recall them saying that was hand drawn. I need to look that up. It took 7 years to make that movie, so.
It took a lot of some anime movies just take a long time. Let me tell you about the Kizo Monogatari movies.
I mean, have you seen that movie? Yes. The film was in production for 7 years and used over 100,000 hand-drawn frames. So yeah, Redline probably would be the last thing. Also, it is a gorgeous movie.
Yeah.
If you've
Yeah.
never seen
You
it.
can tell how that thing took 7 years.
Every
Because it
inch
has
of
so
that
many
thing looks
frames.
Amazing.
It has so many frames.
Yeah, I mean,
Also, it's not just an entire movie of people standing around talking.
Oh, neither is
They
Kizo
took every
Monogatari.
advantage of every second they had and all the money.
sure did.
Yeah, Monster Hunter is great, Lionheart.
Is it?
Yeah, dipshit. Is it?
Who you
Hey, are
calling?
card games actually great? Is it?
It can be.
I did not
Man.
expect that hostility.
My favorite example of someone like taking maybe way longer than they probably needed to was when
I don't get it. You just
Katsuhiro
fight the
Otomo
monster for 30
does
hours. I
Akira.
don't get it.
He directed and wrote and just hand wrote all the Kira's like, yeah, I'm gonna sit on this fucking paycheck and I'm gonna take fucking forever to make Steam Boy, and I don't give a shit if this makes money, because this industry owes me big time. You're just gonna keep signing my checks.
Steam Boy looks good.
It is totally goddamn boring. It looks great. That
What is
movie's
the anime
fucking
equivalent
boring
of
as
The
fuck.
Thief and the Cobbler?
It's Steam Boy.
Okay.
Like, that movie took 10 years. Katsuhiro Otomo basically had a blank check after making Akira and basically used all of his royalties to keep it funded and going for like 10 years. He did over almost 200,000 drawings.
Rise
to
does
make
not have cross-platform save. I know this because I bought that game again on PC, and was like, oh right, I have to go through all of the base game content again. Even with the overpowered weapons that they give you.
So how do you play Monster Hunter if you're not on a train in Japan?
You play it in front of a
Play it on
television
your computer or your
Or
Xbox
your
or
computer.
your PlayStation.
There are other games there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Monster
what,
Hunter's-
Gino? Name a modern video game. Name a video game.
Doom. You could be playing Doom.
You don't like Doom?
I don't know if I like Doom. I haven't played Doom in a while.
Dino should play Doom Eternal as his first Doom game.
Yeah.
It's a good
I
charity
play
stream
Chex
idea.
Quest, which
on,
is
on
Doom.
Nightmare.
I
On
mean,
Nightmare.
it is.
Sure, fine. But no, like Doom Eternal on Nightmare, Gino's first Doom game.
Passcode not accepted.
Sure.
420.
I'm sure that wouldn't string me out.
420. Right,
Yeah.
420.
Oh, that's not going to make you exhausted at all.
No.
No.
Justin's not giving this suggestion in bad faith.
I mean, that sounds more appealing than having to play Monster Hunter.
You sure about that? I
You've
love
already
Doom.
did.
I
You've
can't
already-
break
you've
this
al-
game immediately.
Yeah, you've already played a significant part or type of Monster Hunter, and it was the guild missions in Final Fantasy XII. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, they sucked. I hated it.
Oh, fuck off. They're fine.
I hate
They're
repetitive
some of the worst
content,
parts of that
says
game.
man who likes card games.
You literally play an entire genre that's basically just the same thing over and over again.
I like deck building. I like the drafting.
Yeah, it's
I
decks
like
are
the
different.
monster hunting.
board.
I like having to read the enemy cues. I like the long, drawn-out struggle.
Like
There's an
building a
awesome
deck
gear that
and
I don't
having
think
it all
I've ever
come
seen.
together.
I did. These deck builds take like an hour.
Some
long,
of the
drawn-out
battles in Monster
struggle of-
Hunter.
The long, drawn-out
What a
struggle
fight.
of, hey, if you learn how to, you can beat hunts in Monster Hunter plenty fast when you know the weak spots and the cues and how to
Giant
kill
enemy
things.
crab. Hey, Braden, if you jump on that broken ladder like the 18th million time, it'll let you do it. It's like when you...
Oh, I figured it out. I fucking figured it out. I'm a dumbass.
No one here is disagreeing.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck all of you. Go die in a fire. Dino Crisis 3.
I did die in a fire. You're actually talking to a ghost.
I'm sorry to
admits
hear
it.
that, but you did live in California. You should have known.
I did have family members that had all their shit burned down to the ground. Thank you.
Oh, I was going to say. I was going to try and go in a funny direction, but now I can't.
Yeah.
Thanks, CP.
Yeah.
Oh, getting a phone call. Going on mute.
All right, we can talk about Gino.
Went from anime to a hostile conversation about.
Thank you for
Dino
creating a
Crisis.
hostile work environment, Grace. Now I'm going to report you to HR.
I actually started working on an application to work at
Doing what?
a paraprofessional, which I'm pretty sure is fancy talk for...
With special education teacher.
Yeah, for helping, for being guy who helps, yeah, special needs. Well, it's for a fucking charter school, so it's probably just like teacher's aid.
Yes, I would just say be careful. Because the work obligations in the charter schools are, let's say...
It's not full-time.
No, I'm just warning you. Sometimes charter schools are very good about having reasonable classroom sizes in their special education programs, and sometimes they are not. And because they are poorly regulated.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Be
is someone
careful.
advocating for more government regulation?
No, I mean the free market weeds out the weak and leaves behind the good. Dream always rises to the top.
If you like attack canceling, let me talk about this game. It's called Devil May Cry. Is anyone here interested in streaming?
Yes? Why?
Because we're coming up on the 2-hour mark.
Okay.
And
your point? You can't hold out for another half hour?
I'm
Normally you go
hungry.
2.5. Oh, you hungry? Hangry?
I'm a hungry boy.
Okay. Like, do you want me to start, like, literally right now, or do you want to...
I'm saying I'm giving you a 10-minute warning.
Oh, okay. I'll fucking boot my shit up. It's gonna be more Eder Nights.
I thought you said you weren't going to play more of that game.
Yeah, well, I want to show what the game's like when it gets harder. In theory. And then I'll maybe play some bullshit adventure games from Zom's Lair. There's some good shit there that I should probably check out.
Play Hi-Fi Rush? Oh, I should.
Why would you play a good game? Like a Game of the Year banger?
Play Warcraft 3? No, Relkin and I are gonna... I mean, I could play Warcraft 3.
Just to taunt Relkin?
Well, our plan is that when we're done finding all of the weirdest...
You play some normie shit?
No, the weirdest RTSs, I'm gonna try and play through the entire Warcraft 3 single-player campaign.
Okay, that's, again, you're playing some normie shit.
Okay, not that way. I know I would like Hi-Fi Rush, okay? Don't you
like,
think I know that?
Did you like the Sega skating game?
Sega skating game?
The
Jet Set?
Yeah, Jet Set.
I have no opinion on Jet Set.
Did you, would the Wheel of Dubious character action? No, I was gonna make a Sunset Overdrive. That game's actually good. Sunset Overdrive's actually good. The only dubious thing is the idea of an Xbox game coming out with that studio.
Insomniac?
Yeah. That's the only, like, curiosity there.
I'm doomed in space. Thanks everyone for watching.
Alright, I will hit start stream.
First Zombie Pie Redacted is playing a video game. It's called Eater Nights.
Yeah,
which
sure
I need
is.
to play
I'm back.
more of.
Okay, I'm playing Eater Nights now.
Because, I like fun.
Okay, we've got a lot of points to spend, and spending points, and here's where we break this game sideways. So, surprise, surprise, the late game characters and their abilities are way better than the early game characters. So, we're gonna do Sia. Her triple sword attack is really good, and then with Min, she has an ability that sounds pretty weak, but it's actually pretty good in execution. So, for Min, Tomboy Girl, she shields you from any enemy attack, including bosses. That's the important thing. Once.